Hey, back at it again. Let me apologize for last week. We had some technical difficulties going on, so I wasn't here. But at any rate, I'm here tonight. How about that? Thank God. You know, yeah, thank God. So for all of y'all that have never been or spent time. This is Midnight Meditation with Emma. Hey, let me throw this out here in the atmosphere. Let me ask a question. The title is Midnight Meditation with Emma. And I'm just wondering, what does midnight meditation look like to you guys? Like, is it solace and Zen types of stuff, or I don't know. I was just asking. Curious for one. Um, because I was like, oh, I want to change the name instead of Midnight Meditation with Emma. Let's just say spending time with Emma. You know, whatever. That sounded crazy. I was all up in my head. Don't pay me no attention. But anyway, tonight's meditation topic is coming from Until Today by Iyanla Vanzant. And we ain't got that many more months, y'all. The first of January will be, the first Thursday in January. We'll be starting in a different book, a new book. Called The Language of Letting Go. And that's one that I'm very, very fond of. Let me say that. But anyway, so jumping right into the meat and potatoes, it states that I will realize my own worth when I accept I have the power and the ability to create my ideal life. Boy, we can go a lot of places with that. My ideal life that I get to create? Shoot. Well, I can come up with some stuff. But let's see what she's talking about. Some people have a way of acting as if their life is not their responsibility. I know somebody like that. They can give you chapter and verse of who did and didn't do whatever to make their life. Wait, hold up. They can give you chapter and verse of who did and didn't do whatever to make their life miserable. They can tell you point by point why they have been unable to do whatever because of whomever. They have no shame when it comes to letting you know what they don't have and can't do. Wow. Beneath it all, there is someone else to blame. Their story may sound reasonable. It may even be plausible. You try to understand, try to be sympathetic, yet somewhere in the back of your mind, you know the truth. The only reason any person does not have the life they want is that somewhere in the back of their mind, they don't believe they deserve it. Wow. They don't believe that they deserve it. That's interesting. And I'm put a pin in there because, just for a moment, to just shed some light on that, because like my experience has been, I didn't blame other people, but there was things that I didn't think that I deserved in life. I didn't think that I deserved to be peaceful and have a home and drive a car or have a good paying job. And I didn't believe I didn't believe that I deserved any of those things. Now, mind you, I wanted them, but I didn't believe that I deserved them. Um, so I didn't do the work at that time to get them. You know, like I hadn't worked on myself, my mental state, my emotional state. I hadn't, at that point, I worked a job, but um, I had settled for living in a one room, you know, like being in a room house, you know. I thought, no, not I thought, the place that I was in my life, the space that I was in, I felt like that's all that I could do. That was the best I was gonna be able to have. Even though I had, you know, my own apartment a couple of times, even though I had a couple of cars, but due to my addiction, I forfeited all this shit. You know, and part of it is because like I didn't probably get it the legal way. You know, like go to work every day and all that. You know, I didn't have that kind of, I didn't have a 9 to 5. Let me say that, not technically a 9 to 5. But nonetheless, I still didn't deserve, or I didn't think that I deserved anything better than that. You know, so let's go on. For some people, this is a bitter pill to swallow. In fact, some people will spit the pill in your face. They will tell you about all of the attempts that have been thwarted by bad timing, bad people, or people who had bad timing. They will tell you what they have had, what they have lost, what was stolen, and who stole it. They will tell you about bad luck, bad breaks, and all of the bad situations they have endured. Positively, no, yeah, politically, no, politely, you will listen. Gently, you may offer suggestions or avenues of hope. Much to your surprise, they don't want to hear it. People who are not willing to take responsibility for their lives would much rather hold on to their perceived limitations. Now you know the truth. The only reason a person does not have the life they want is that somewhere in the back of their mind, they don't believe they deserve it. They don't believe they are worthy of it, which is why they will not take responsibility for making it happen. Until today, you may have been trying to figure out how to turn your life around. Just for today, examine the reasons, excuses, limitations you may be holding on to. Take responsibility for getting rid of them. Today, I am devoted to take responsibilities for removing any self imposed limitations. Now, oh, I'm glad I could take these out my face because this in the camera, like you know, that reflection was kind of like hurt my damn face. Y'all know how it is. But anyway, so getting back to at hand, you know, I am. I don't want to say in a dilemma, but I got some choices to make because here lately I have been wanting more of a career as opposed a job. Yeah. Um. So, and the reason why I say that is because, like, I first let me back up. I didn't think I would ever get my CNA license here. Uh, I didn't think I deserved. Once I found out that mine from another state wouldn't transfer here. I was like, oh, well, I don't deserve it. It's too much. Why they don't accept the ones that I got? You know, uh, I came up with a lot of stuff, a lot of reasons, and a lot of rhymes, and a lot of excuses, and just a lot of BS, to be honest. Um, but what I did do was when the opportunity came, I went to the class, I took the course uh, to get my CNA license in North Carolina. And once I got them, it was a while before I even used them, you know. But now I'm using them. But now I have higher aspirations. I think it's the word I'm looking for. Or higher. I want better. I want more. Okay. Um, and so like the place that I work at now is like assistant live. No, uh, it's adult living facility. That's what it is, an adult living facility. And so I get to use some of my skills, but I found out a little while ago that I can do so much more with my skills. I can learn so much more if I went and worked in a hospital. Um, because like they have all these opportunities and classes and schooling that they give you on them and so forth and just so happened at work tonight I was talking to another young lady and she was telling me about how she worked in this hospital and how they uh, teach you this, that, and this and that. The stuff that I don't do they don't do on my job right now um, as a CNA. But at the hospital, they do, you know. So while she was talking to me, the wheels started turning. But then I said, no, I ain't going to do that. I might fail. I don't deserve it. I ain't worthy of it. You know, let me just stay right here at this level in my lane. The negative self talk, you know. And in the beginning of me reading this, in the first sentence, it said, let me go back. Oh, what did it? What? Let's see. Y'all know I can't see without my glasses. Let me get them. It said that, and I said, the response that I made, it says, some people have a way of acting as if their life is not their responsibility. Yeah, that's what it said. And I said, I know somebody like it. And I do. Matter of fact, I know quite a few people, but I was thinking about one in particular. You know, here go the first one. I'm sorry. Uh, I remember not wanting to be responsible for my life. I felt like, and I thought that it was someone else's responsibility to take care of me. Well, little did I know, I found out that it is really my responsibility to take care of me because it's my life. You know, when I look for other people to be responsible for my life, I have to dance to the beat of their music. And I ain't gonna say I don't play well with others, but I don't like nobody telling me what to do just because they doing something for me. So the very things that they're doing for me is the stuff that I can do for myself. And it ain't like I need nobody to do that, you know. So, but I like I said, I know somebody like that that don't want to take responsibility for their life. Out of the 40 some years they've been on the earth, it's always been somebody else's responsibility to take care of them. Um, and I've been one of those people that took care of them, you know. Um, but just for today, I don't want to live my life like that. I don't want nobody else to take care of me or be responsible for me. Because I do believe that as long as God is breathing breath into my body and giving me the activity of all my limbs and closing me in my right mind, I can take care of me, you know. So I'm really considering going into a hospital and work so that I can learn more skills, um, and I can practice consistently the skills that I already have. Uh, that's number two. Uh, because like the stuff that a lot of the things that I learned in class and when I took my CNA course and stuff, I don't use it at work. I don't use a lot of it at work. You know, I have those skills, but I really don't get to use them. So, and I'm a firm believer in that message that we say, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. I believe that, you know, because I had to go and ask a nurse how to do something or to refresh my memory of how to do it because it ain't a skill. That's number three. It's not a skill that I get to that I use regularly or sometime or you know more than 3 times a week. So I got some skills I don't get to use like that. So, uh, but it is my responsibility to go and do the work so that I can uh, better my life because I want something better. Uh, I want to live a certain kind of way. Um, and in order to be able to do the things that I want to do, there are some things that I must do, like take responsibility for me across the board, like responsible for my mental state, my emotional state, my physical state, as well as my financial state. You know, um, and it ain't always about money all the time. Let me say that because I didn't get in this field for the money. I didn't. I promise I didn't. Because when I'm finding out, it really ain't a whole lot of money. I have a passion for caring for those that can't care for themselves. Um, it's a service job. It's service for me, you know. And some days it's pretty. Some days it can be rough. I ain't gonna say it's like that all the time because it's not. But some days can be kind of challenging. But even with the challenges, I still want more. I want better. And in order to get that, I gotta I gotta do something different. So I'm strongly considering going into a hospital so I can learn some more, taking responsibility. Cause I can't expect nobody to just do it for me, give it to me, or none of that. You know, that's not realistic or ideally. You know, because it's gonna be a price to pay, and it might be too damn high for me to pay. You know, and then but that's how I end up in trouble and thrown off track too. You know, allowing someone else to be responsible for me, you know. And I thought back when that was the way that I was living. And I remember not having a voice, or having a voice and not using the voice. Uh, I remember that. So what are you doing? My cover. Over here in this cabinet because they got orange. All of them got orange on it. So somebody, I'm saying that. See, and that's another thing. I be so passionate about some of the work I do, and when some people don't feel or do as I do, I want to say it's wrong, but it ain't. It's just that everybody don't have the same passion and desires that I do, or the same work ethics that I have. You know. Okay. But I'm not saying that I'm all in a bag of chips either. Don't get it twisted now. Um, but back to the meditation. When I refuse to take responsibility for my life, um, and I look for everybody or someone else to do that, I'm giving them my voice and my choice. You know, it's like it belongs to them. They could tell me what to do, how to do, when to do, and all of that, because they're taking care of me. But why should I allow that? Because I know how to take care of myself. Uh, I've been doing it for the last few years in a whole nother state. I've been taking care of myself. You know, I get up and I go to work. Uh, I pay bills to keep a roof over my head. I keep gas in my car so I can get point back from point A to point B of my livelihood. Um, you know, for those people that think that they don't deserve to have their own, rethink it. Think again, because you deserve everything that God has in store for you. Um, and trust and believe that He got something in store for you. Whether you can wrap your mind around it, if you can't wrap your mind around that, wrap your mind around this. I believe that you can conquer, acquire, and deserve all your heart's desires. You know, I serve a merciful, good, loving, and caring and kind God. I do. Um, and He says that the sky's the limit. And there ain't no limit to the sky. It's vast and wide. It covers the earth. You know, it's the bomb. You know what I'm saying? So why I continue to. Uh, that's why I continue to work and learning and wanting to learn more. One thing that I just realized about myself not so long ago is that even though I I want certain things in life, and uh, I tell myself that you know that it's possible for me. But just because I tell myself, don't make it be that I believe that about myself. Because I will self doubt, self sabotage anything that I think I might want to accomplish because deep down inside, I don't think I'm worthy of it. I don't think I deserve it. And I too deserve everything that God created me to have. Because, like, shit, I got a mansion in heaven with my name on it, you know. Um, but if I really wanted a mansion here on earth, I have to do some work. I can't look for you to buy me no mansion or a baby mansion for that matter, because I don't need no mansion. I done got too old. Because I ain't finna clean all them damn rooms. I'm sorry. I'm just not. It's too much. So a baby mansion to do for me. Um, but anyway, back to the to the bread and butter of this is being worthy and deserving. You know, I deserve to be able to take care of myself. I deserve to be happy. Um, I deserve all that's out there for me. You know, and it's a lot out there for me. It is. I just have to be able to do the work. And y'all know when I start doing this class, I don't know what it be about this class that I just get the freaking yarning all the whole time. And like I wasn't yarning before I got here, and I can promise you I won't be yarning when I leave this site, you know. But today what I do understand is that I deserve more than I give myself credit for. You know, I deserve loving and caring relationships with the people in my circle. Uh, I understand that it all starts with me and it ends with me. It's the message that I tell myself about myself with myself. You know. Um, And when that conversation turns negatively, I need to immediately get in touch with what is broken in me that I feel like somebody else needs to take care of me. Absolutely nothing is broken. But no, I take it back. There's some brokenness buried deep down in my gut somewhere that little by little I'm pulling it out and taking a look at it and working on it. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, at least I am taking it out and doing the work. You know, somebody ran up down there. At first, I thought it was my alarm going off on my car. That was my first thought, but it ain't. It's not. You know, bad things happen to good people, but we all deserve to be better, have better, do better than we did the day before. We are charged with this stuff. Let me say, I am charged with going through the motions or the activities or whatever it looks like. I deserve to be able to do that without any confrontation, you know. Because at the end of the day, that's what I don't like. It's confrontation. Now, can I handle it? Of course I can. Do I want it? Definitely not. Definitely not. You know. But I see no one checked in with me tonight, and it's okay. Uh, I just want to say thank you for whomever, wherever, and however, and know that you deserve all good things in this life. You just have to make your mind up that you want a life, you know. And I can't tell you when that'll be, when that decision is made, or what that decision, making that decision would look like. What I know about me is that I want more, I want better, and I got to do the work. The work is mine to do, and the work is yours to do. So until we meet again, be safe, be happy, and be free. Have a good night. Until next week. I'll see you then.